And whenever I have questions about what it's like on the inside, I call Larry Levine. He spent 10 years in federal prison, 10 holiday seasons, and now runs Wall Street Prison Consultants. His brand new book is Crimes That Never Happened, Beating Federal Conspiracies, which is available on Amazon and everywhere. And he's live with me now. Hey, Larry, it's great to see you. Happy holidays to you. I'm glad you chose the festive backdrop. Thank you for that. I want to ask you about refusing meals. Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Maybe he doesn't like the cuisine, or maybe now that he's actually in a dormitory unit, he's not living in his cell. Well, he's living in the cell, but he's not in there all day long. Now he can buy items at the commissary, and because of that, he may be making his own food. He probably has access to a microwave oven, or maybe like boiling hot water, and they make burritos and different things. He doesn't want to eat the prison food, I suppose, because he's scared somebody's going to put something in it. I've said this before. That's the way to get to this guy. Poison his food, turn him off like a light switch, and he can't testify against anyone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Chill Corner. I'm your host, Kate Roach, and here to bring you some eye-opening insights today. So let's dive into an unexpected twist in the world of federal prisons. Yeah, you heard me right. We're talking about holiday traditions, but not the cozy family kind. If you've been following the story of Diddy, reports are coming out that he's been refusing meals in Easton. Yeah, the same one where he's been held. People are saying he looks a lot thinner. So, what's the deal? Well, according to experts who've spent time in the system, it's a survival tactic. Apparently, when you're in a dormitory-style cell and not in isolation anymore, inmates can use the commissary to cook their own meals, if they want to. And maybe that's exactly what Diddy's doing, avoiding the mystery meals served by the kitchen in case someone messes with the food.
That's so distressing to think that someone has to worry about their food being poisoned because of the kind of case they're in. But ever since Jeffrey Epstein, everybody has every theory left, right, and center. What about the goodie bags? I talked to two guys earlier in the show who said they never got anything when they were in lockup. Okay. But you've had that. You've gotten stuff in lockup.
I was at 11 different federal prisons. A couple of them were contract facilities, but they were still federal institutions. Every BOP facility I was ever at, we got a holiday bag. It's like a big plastic bag loaded with this garbage in it, like 2 days before
Christmas. Oh, hold
it
up higher. Wait, hold it up a little bit higher because we got a banner on the bottom of the screen. I want everyone to see it. What's that?
This is pretzels. This is
like it says,
like peanut butter crackers. Here we got some cookies. I mean, there's all kinds of garbage. And the BOP plays a game with this. You know, they have a trust fund that they take money away from the inmates, or they make a profit on for selling commissary throughout the year. They act like they give you this gift bag, which is complete BS. That money that the gift bag is supplied, it comes from the trust fund. So the inmates are essentially paying for their own gift bag. Now, the ironic thing is, and I did a whole bunch of Christmases in the BOP, the bag shrinks and gets smaller every year.
What else is in it? I saw those three things. Like, what else would be in a goodie bag for the ones that do get it?
We've got some nuts. We've got the pretzels. We've got corn nuts. We've got a knockoff candy bar I've never heard of before. Here's some potato chips. Here's the cookies again. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 items in there. Some of them are garbage. But the inmates use this as currency. They trade among each other, and the inmates use it when they're playing cards to pay off, their gambling debts and such. So I've had really good holidays.
And for those of us who've never spent time in a federal penitentiary, imagine relying on those small bags of snacks, things like pretzels, crackers, and cookies that are far from gourmet. Let me paint the picture. When you're there, your holiday package, those treats they send you are paid for by the inmates themselves. Talk about a twisted form of giving. In fact, one expert shared they got a bag like this during their time behind bars. Here's the catch. The so-called free holiday treats actually come from a fund that takes money away from the inmates' commissary accounts. Yes, these treats are being paid for by the very people who received them. To top it off, every year the bag gets smaller. The inmates are paying for their own supposed gift bags. It's the BOP's way of keeping that profit wheel turning. Seriously, it's crazy that they're even charging for things like holiday cards that are supposedly donated.
What's interesting, though, is you said, when we were talking earlier, you said they get like a bag of chips or a bag of pretzels, but they don't get name brand. They get very inexpensive. And then they mark them up 30%, and that's the trust fund that they put together. The profits go into a trust fund to pay for the goodie bags later on in the year.
Well, it's like the shrink. There's certain employees of the Bureau of Prisons that the trust fund pays for. So essentially, the inmates are paying for the salaries of BOP staff members. It's crazy. And then when the inmates want things, they say, well, we don't have money for that. They used to hand out holiday cards for the inmates, but it turns out they were charging us for them, and the Salvation Army donated those. So everything you hear and see is a hoax. It's all a hoax. They lie to the inmates.
I feel bad.
They take advantage of them.
People like to crap all over inmates and say to hell with them, they're in there for a reason. But I think they're doing their time, and it's hard to be in there. So I don't think they need to have any additional, punishment. I'm all for giving them a little bit of a break now and again. Larry Levine, happy holidays to you. Thank you for that beautiful backdrop. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Now here's the kicker. It might sound harsh, but these items are not just food. They serve as currency in the prison system. They're used in everything from games of cards to settling gambling debts. So while things may seem tough inside, prisoners often find ways to trade and survive by any means necessary. So, there you have it. The real cost of federal imprisonment isn't just about time. It's about how you're treated, how things like holiday goodies end up just another part of the prison system's hustle. Stay tuned, folks. More surprising stories ahead right here, only on Chill Corner. And remember to keep it chill this holiday season. See you next time.